Hi there, my name is Tim Butler, and I am not an educator as of right now, and I am retired from the military after 21 years and currently work as a defense contractor with the United States Navy. Um, the purpose of this video is to talk about the challenges in a higher education environment with adult learners expecting to be treated as peers, as adults. It's important for instructors to be able to communicate this with their students. So, one of the important things that we do as educators is to foster effective communication with our learners. There's several different strategies we can use, but some of the easiest ones are to create a supportive environment for our students. It's important for them to feel like they're included in the environment so that they have a sense of community with their peers and the other learners. This helps to enhance collaboration and communication within the team. Another is to use real world examples with our students. When we use real world examples, it helps them to associate the real world with their the lessons that they're learning, and that allows them to apply that information more directly. And we provide opportunities for reflection for our students. If we give them opportunities to look back and at their previous assignments or their learning experiences, they'll have a much better chance of retaining the information that we're trying to teach. All of these are designed to help create that supportive and foster learning environment so that we can connect that real life experience to our students. Some of the challenges we have with communication in higher learning are the diverse communication styles. Especially in online education, we have students from all around the United States and sometimes all around the world. So the way that we communicate may differ compared to others. So we have to be careful about that and make sure that we work to improve our communication skills with each other so we can bridge that gap. Another issue might be a language barrier. Sometimes, again, with online learning especially, some of these students that we might have, English might not be their first language, so we might have to work with them on extra so that they have a better understanding of what it is we're doing, what it is we're teaching. And of course, with online learning, we always have the problem of potential technological challenges. Ooh, big word. The challenge with that is that we need to find ways that are easy for our students to communicate with, whether that's helping them find alternative channels through emails rather than the discussions, or phone calls if necessary. There are many different backup options that we can use to work with our students. Again, this all goes back to us fostering that open communication with our students and making sure that we can overcome those barriers that are challenging so that our students can learn. That's the whole point of this. So sometimes there will be challenges in which our adult learners might have a conflict with their instructor. And when that happens, for one thing that the instructor can do is make sure that we use active listening and empathy with our student to make sure that they feel heard and that they feel as though their viewpoints are valuable. By actively listening and empathizing with our students, both parties can establish that foundation of respect and openness, which helps to de-escalate that conflict. The second one I always like to do is open and constructive communication. In my current employment as a manager with my current defense contractor, I am constantly advocating for open communication with my workers because in order for us to have a constructive communication and a positive work environment, we have to be able to talk to one another. Sometimes we need to bring in a neutral third party to help deconflict those, and that's just the way we have to make things work. Another thing we have to worry about, especially in adult learning environments, is what happens when we have a conflict between learners. So that's where we come in as the instructor, as that mediator, that third party. So we need to learn our own mediation and resolution techniques so that we can employ those, so we can guide the conversation where we need it to go, and make sure that we can find a positive resolution for our students. Another thing we have to do is to establish classroom norms and rules. If we establish those norms and rules right up front, we won't have any issues with our students, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And of course, as we go through all of this, the whole point of this video is to talk about how communication helps our students to be successful. And there are millions of ways that we can do that. But again, it comes back to understanding and clarity, engagement and participation, and building those relationships with our students so that they feel as though they are able to learn in our environment. Educators who prioritize effective communication create an environment that nurtures our students' academic growth, personal development, and overall success. Thank you very much.